What's up, everybody? It's Andrew, aka Klazzact. I was just trying to figure out how to write on my board, and I realized I was writing Klazzact, and look, it's backwards. Oh well, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that without not wanting to, not look at myself the whole time while I do it live. What up, designing Mal Babe? What's good? So anyways, yeah, it just looks like a bunch of craziness. Scribble. I was going to say something that's not appropriate for live. Anyways, so what up, Q-Man Mama? How's it going? So today I wanted to talk about a couple different things. Joshua, what's up, brother? So I want to talk about a couple different things. Let's see. We just had the Super Bowl. For any of you who are Patriots fans, sorry, that's mean. But they had it coming. And I'm a Pittsburgh fan, obviously, so I can't root for Philly either. But I was rooting for Philly. And so I'm excited that Philly won. DC Seth. Terrible towel. What up, my boy? Yeah, so I was rooting for Philly, and I was like, whatever. I don't even care. I can be a Philly fan for one day as long as our arch nemesis goes down. And so what's up, everybody? And yeah, sorry, my text notifications are going off, but just disregard that. But you're gonna think I'm nuts because on the day of the Super Bowl, so backtrack, the day before the Super Bowl, I went to a barbecue, played some frisbee. I felt terrible. I ate some burgers and stuff and whatever. But on the day of the Super Bowl, like the day of indulgence, like the day where you go hard. What up, Daniel? What up, Cam? What's up, everybody? Denise. So the day of indulgence, the day you're supposed to barbecue, drink until you can't, breathe, drink until you're passed out, whatever, eat until you can't eat anymore. Thanks, Cam. That's all you, bro. I see those videos. I see you getting that work in, man. But I did a 24-hour fast during the Super Bowl. So I started that night before at 8 p.m. Yes, you're going to think I'm crazy. Started that night before 8 p.m. and, 6 p.m. And I ended at 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. Super Bowl Sunday. What up, Kevin? And yeah, it was crazy. It was intense. I would have much rather liked to indulge and to eat crap and to drink and be with all my buddies and stuff. But I didn't really have plans for the Super Bowl, so it started that way. And then I was kind of like, you know what? Someone told me at this barbecue too, and my lady has been telling me the same thing, that fasting might be good for the skin, because my skin has been terrible. Contrary to what this lighting is doing to my skin right now, thank you, light, it has not been so happy with me. And so what I've been wanting to do is try different things, and I've tried cleaning up my diet, and I've tried all the topical stuff, and I've tried doing all the things that I'm just like, I don't know if I believe this. And so I tried doing the fasting. Not sure about how I felt about that either, but I did it. Did it for 24 hours straight, and in America, I know that is the craziest thing that we could ever think of. I mean, I've heard about it, and I'm like, fasting? Are you kidding me? Like, dude, I'm eating 6 times a day, everything, whatever I want, I'll go work it off at the gym. Well, I've heard about it, but with everyone's pretty much that way. You can be influenced, but there's a certain amount of your own decision that you have to make. And so with me, I was definitely influenced on having to make this decision. I watched a documentary on it. I heard it from my girlfriend. I heard it from other people. And so the guy at the barbecue said it to me, and I was like, all right, let me go check out this fasting thing you're talking about. Cool. Well, the thing you sent me was intense, because there's people doing it for like 3 weeks straight. And I was like, you're telling me I'm just drinking water for 3 weeks? Yeah, I bet it works. I bet your whole system resets. But I was going to try it for one day to start. And so I did. I had my one jug here. I had another jug. I went through both of them. I went through a couple other glasses of water. And man, the first, I'd say 12 hours. If you start it right before you go to sleep, cool. You're good. You'll have at least like your first like 10-ish hours be okay. But then you hit that like 19 to 21 hour mark. Yo, that was intense. I got the meanest headache. I did not feel that great. But taking it back a little bit, watching the documentary told me all the good things that it does for your system. It kind of like resets you, and it also helps you clear out, take that however you want. It helps you clear out, and it just helps your like gut clear out. And I think your gut, it really like stems all your skin stuff. And so I tried it. It was crazy. I did it during the Super Bowl. I had the meanest headache during the Super Bowl, but I watched it, And then my girlfriend came over and she helped me out and made me some food, and I felt a little better today because I did that yesterday. And that was nuts. So that was my crazy Super Bowl day. I did not indulge in all the good food. I definitely dreamed about it. I saw all the commercials. I saw, oh man, I was wanting some chicken, some pizza, some soda, some Dr. Pepper, all the brands I could name right now. I wanted it all. But I tried it, and it definitely taught me a little bit of discipline, a little bit of, I think it did help a little bit. I'll probably have to do it longer next time. So the next time I try it, I'll be doing it for maybe 2 days. And I'm supposed to do 3, but we'll see. 3 days, man, 72 hours straight of not eating. Oh my, bro, I know. I was like, it was so rough just doing it for 24 hours. It's so tough. Cam, yeah, he said he couldn't do it. I know, man, it's tough. And especially you're like, you're bodybuilding, bro. You're like getting big, like getting real strong. So like, I couldn't imagine how that would like affect the weight program too. Like that'd be crazy. DC Seth said, I've been doing intermittent fasting for a week or so now, and it's not bad. Use the plan on lean gains, helps unearth those abs. It does. It definitely, I think maybe I'll try it in a little bit less intense way and then like build myself up to maybe the 3-day kind of thing to like see if it really helps the skin. But yeah, I think it, you know, it's religious. It has religious like background, and it also is like just like very like healthy way of, it's a very healthy thing to do is what I heard. So we'll see. What's up, Hayden? But yeah, so that was crazy. I did it. Definitely didn't like indulge like crazy afterwards. As crazy as the mental thing, you think you're gonna want to just go and indulge in like a pizza and like a giant burger, but really after that, your stomach kind of feels like, and you just really want like a smoothie or a soup. So I had like tomato soup, I had a smoothie, and it was cool. I had a breakfast burrito today, so I indulged a little bit, but. Anyways, what I was going to get to next is I just got an email that my next episode of Laugh Tracks is airing this week. So, number 2 of my 2 episodes that I have on this season. They said they're going to bring me back next season, so who knows? That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, so my second episode is actually airing this week, Wednesday for East Coast. It's 11 p.m. I know. It's so late. It's one of those things. It's like it's their first season, so they got one of those slots that's like, oh, we'll see how you do. And the show's hilarious. So if you have True TV, if you can, please check out the episode. You will see this mug on True TV nationally, which is pretty awesome. Hey, what's up, Natalia? But yeah, so I'm pretty excited. They just emailed me and said that, so that's a nice mind booster, a nice little career booster. Pretty cool things. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I posted the GIF. They've been making crazy hella GIFs, you know, just like putting them all over. But this one, I'm actually going to be playing. This one's right up my alley. They're making me kind of like Malibu's Most Wanted, like white rapper kind of thing, like. It's going to be ridiculous. There is a lot of craziness in this one. I don't even want to tell you what happens in this one. You're just going to have to see for yourself and just put your face in your palm for how ridiculous you're about to see me on TV this week. But I'm super excited, and I appreciate all you guys. If you have seen it, if you haven't seen it, please do. And if you haven't seen it yet, you can check it out on the True TV app. And also their YouTube channel, too. I think if you go to True TV Laugh Tracks, check it out on YouTube, you'll be able to find... I don't know if they posted up the first episode yet, but if not, I'm going to see if I can post it eventually, because I have it, but I can't really show it. So we'll see, but the next episode, this one's going to be hilarious, and I think it airs, 11 p.m. East Coast, 10 p.m. Central, and then 11 p.m. West Coast, too. But you can probably see it 8 p.m. West Coast if you want to. But yeah, so that's pretty exciting. I really love to see that. I had a national commercial audition the end of last week. Don't know if I got a call back or not. If not, got to move on. I was pretty excited about it, but who knows? This career is just so up and down. And so anyways, you know, I like to do the motivational stuff too. So I've been kind of having one of those days. It was definitely because of the fast that I was like kind of feeling it this morning. Like, oh man, I'm struggling. I'm not moving. I didn't go to the gym. You know, I was kind of just like out of it. And so, you know, I finally got moving. I did some things. I just started cleaning the house just because I was like, you know what? Let me just do something that'll get me moving, get me going. And so I put on my wireless headphones and I put on a Gary Vaynerchuk Experience Spotify podcast. And changed up the mindset. It's just crazy how something you can listen to something so motivational, something with just like that'll just tell you. It could be the same thing every time of just like, you know, going and doing it or telling you about strategies and stuff. If it's something that that is inspiring to you, or is something that is right up your alley, or something that you just needed to hear. Kevin says I should make a podcast. I think I'm gonna. It's definitely one of those things. A podcast is like it's one of the things that's like gonna take off. They already did take off last year, but like I feel like they're gonna get even bigger. What up, Jay Klaz? And I feel like I need to get on that train because I love to hear myself talk, and I love to talk to people. And I think maybe an interview series too. I don't know if anyone would be up for that, but an interview series would be cool. But so I was just listening to Gary Vee, and he was just talking about all these business moves. And Kevin, I'm totally down. Let's do it. You got my info. But he's just talking about all these business moves and like what's gonna be like the next thing, and like how to brand yourself and all that. And that just got me super fired up. It actually got me to do this live because today I really was not feeling it. I was just like, let me just chill. It's this mindset from my body's still trying to recalibrate again. But yeah, so I don't know if you guys know the Gary Vee. Look him up on YouTube. If you don't know him, you're gonna know him. He is amazing, and that's like, he does the kind of stuff that's like inspiring and also like something that I want to try and like get going. And so like with the lives and the podcast, and I'm finishing my book. I wrote it. I just have like 2 more sections to do, and now I'm just editing it, and I'm trying to get it out by May. So a lot of crazy things going on. A lot of just like base work, of like setting the ground level of like, I know I've been in LA 7 years almost. But it's just finding your way and finding yourself. And I was listening to this podcast today with him, and he was interviewing this guy who he is now the host of $1 Million Listing or Millionaire something on Bravo. And so he was saying that like he moved out to be, oh, thank you, Mallory. I get the code word. I get it. He moved to New York to be an actor, right? And he was there, and he was broke, and he was just not figuring it out. He just like could not book anything. And the crazy thing is with acting is, you could have the looks, you could have the talent, you can have the resume, you can have everything, but a lot of your career, and it's changing a lot, but a lot of your career with the big networks and the studios and stuff is like, nothing's in your hands, really. And so what he was kind of upset about is he like even booked, what up, Chuck? He had booked a little stint on As the World Turns, or one of those soap operas. He's in New York. That's a lot of the big soap opera stuff's there. And he did that for like a couple episodes, and then it killed him off, and he was like, okay, great. I can't book anything right now. Nothing's going my way. Nothing's working. So he went and got a real estate license because he didn't want to like pack up and quit. And it ends up, he somehow finds a way to mesh his real estate license with his acting, and he's now the host of that show, $1 Million Listing, and now he has his own show, spin-off on Bravo, which is even crazier. I can't believe I don't remember the guy's name right now, but sometimes I'm usually the best with faces and names, but I was listening to a podcast, kind of zoning out, getting the message, but not really like listening to like the fine details. I'll put it out there when I remember it. But yeah, so now the guy, if you watch that show, you know what I'm talking about. But so now he has his own show spinning off. So he's hosting. So he's pretty much being an entertainer. He's in the industry. He's doing what he loves, and he's doing something else that he was passionate about business-wise. No, it wasn't Altman Brothers. It started with an S. His name was Ryan Schumann or something like that. Ryan something. And so, look, he's now meshed his passion with his business, and he created pretty much a brand, and he's killing it. He thought he was going to be this big-time A-list actor, and he ended up turning into this brand and this host, and now he could, he might be able to spin that back into becoming an actor if he really wanted to, but I think his passion has led more towards the real estate and, like, teaching people how to be business. Is that what the guy's name is? Serrant? Yeah, Ryan Serrant, and then... Oh, cool. Thank you. Thanks, Jay Klaz, for Googling that. Yeah, making me feel like... I'm like, I can't really... Let me get my laptop real quick. But, yeah, so the guy is now this big-time host, but then he also goes and speaks, and he does, like, conferences and all this stuff. That's, I think, the way that I'm working towards. I definitely want to continue acting. Like, Laugh Tracks has been a blessing this year. That's been amazing. But then writing that book and then listening to Gary Vee and knowing that, like, I have so much more to offer than just waiting for someone else to be like, oh yeah, you're right for my production, but you're going to do my production in my way. Look, I would love to do someone's production and be on a production and make killer money and do that, but also like you're kind of stuck in that game, in that narrow little hallway of like, that's what you're doing that. And that's awesome, and if that's your passion, kill it, be the best at that you can be. But creating the brand and then also like, just throwing out different nets into different ways of the industry, like for me, the acting with the laugh tracks, the writing the book, then I'm going to create a course, and then I want to start speaking, and there's just so many things that you can do as an entertainer. You can build a YouTube, and that's also another thing that I need to do is get the YouTube back up, continue to do lives, posting on all this stuff. All this social media game is so huge, but like, a lot of us actors, I've been out here 7 years, I'm finally like, brain power is finally, I can finally feel that like, that's not the only way to do it. You see all these Viners, and I have personal friends like Landon, people that did Vine and stuff. Now he's super successful. Now he could really, film stuff all the time, and he's going. But like, you gotta find what you love, find that passion, and if it's acting, find a way to do it. Find a way to incorporate it into a business and do it. Don't just wait. That's what sometimes I get stuck doing, is waiting for something to happen. Like me and my brother do the crypto stuff, and it's in an awful place right now in the market. And we're just waiting, and we're just like, well, what do we do? And sometimes you just have to wait, but then there's other things that you have more control of, like your business, like your passion, like whatever you want to do. Create it. Make it happen. So yeah, let's not wait anymore. I just like today, this whole weekend, I didn't really get anything done. And I was like, why am I not getting anything done? Well, I know it was Super Bowl weekend, and my buddy had a birthday barbecue, and there's always going to be life events that are happening. But until you realize that life's always going to happen, life keeps moving, whether you want to or not. You're moving with it, whether you're staying stagnant in your room, just chilling, not doing anything, not even reading, just scrolling through Instagram all day. Or you can move with it and learn and grow. And I got my Gary Vee book right on my bedstand here. I got little notes that I take, and I'm listening to podcasts and doing my own lives and all that. So I'm definitely still like, getting there on the consistency. It's gonna be take consistency and not waiting and just doing. It's so hard sometimes. I get it. I seriously had 4 days in a row. This last 4 days, I'm like, what did I do? What was I doing? Okay, cool. I had some fun. And yeah, I fasted, so I tried that for my health. So like, I definitely did stuff, and I definitely did something that helped me. But at the same time, there's so much more you could do. There's so much time in the day that I just waste by looking at social media, or that I just feel bad for myself because I didn't get a call back. That's fine. It wasn't for me. But if you sit and wallow about it and don't do anything like I did, and I'm, confessing of like, I wasn't the most productive I could have been, but there's so many good things that I've laid the groundwork for, that I'm just like, all right, get up and do it. So if it takes to listen to a Gary Vee Spotify, Gary Vee Experience podcast every day to get me going, even if it's just like 5 minutes of it, so be it. And maybe that can be something that I do, is create a motivational podcast of just like telling you to wake up in the morning and stop waiting, just doing. And that could be something that I'm doing. But until you go and just take the step and do it, you're just going to be laying there looking at Instagram, So I appreciate you guys watching me sitting here on Instagram. I'm trying to give you something inspirational, something educational, something exciting. If you caught me late, what up, K-Klaz? My second episode of Laugh Tracks is going to be on this week, so 11 p.m. East Coast, 10 p.m. Central, and 11 p.m. West Coast. I did a 24-hour fast. It was crazy. Maybe I'll do it a little differently next time. Who knows? Philly won the Super Bowl. Awesome. And life's good. So I am going to get some work done tonight on my book after I go and cook myself some good, healthy food. And I will be in contact with you guys. I'll be on live a lot more this year. I'm just going to be live. Because why not? Why not? Let's just do it. Just do it. Don't wait. Do it. Thanks, Chuck. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. The gifts, they crack me up, and the episodes are even funnier. So I'm gonna get the word on if I can post the first episode. But definitely make sure, if you can catch it, True TV this week, 11 p.m. East Coast, 10 Central Time, 11 p.m. West Coast Time, Wednesday night. The episode's going to be on. This episode, I can't. It's going to be so funny, but it's also going to be so ridiculous. So I appreciate you guys watching. Let's go do it. You still got some time in the night if you're on the West Coast. East Coast, read that motivational book before you go to sleep. Love you all. Let's get to work. Bye.